we
Yes.
do. You
Hey,
know.
hey, hey.
What's up, y'all?
What? Happy
What's going
Tuesday.
on?
Yes, happy Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday, December the 20th.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
What?
I can't, but
Oh
I
my
have
God.
to say I did have a birthday last week.
Yes.
So yes, I believe it.
It was
I believe
phenomenal. It was phenomenal. As you guys know, of course, I was in New York with her.
That's right.
I had a
That's
good
right.
time.
We had
I
a
spent
blast.
week. Yes. So, guys, you know we are Online Success Made Simple. And I am Tikeja Wyatt from the sunny Florida, visiting chilly New York. And this is
chilly.
and this is my beautiful business partner and co-founder, Daria Jackson-Legagneur.
What's up, y'all?
Yes,
What's going
from chilly New York.
What's going on?
Yes, and we come on here to teach you guys the organic approach to making money online. And of course, guys, we absolutely love getting on here and bringing you guys all of these phenomenal 6, 7, and 8-figure earners that you guys can learn from, that you guys can learn from their experiences, right? You can learn from their failures. You can learn from their wins. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
To help, right? To help you guys shorten that learning curve.
That's why we do it.
You better believe it.
Only the best.
Only the best. So, guys, if you're watching us live, make sure you hit hashtag live and let us know where you're coming in from.
Yeah.
If you're watching this later, do the same thing. Hit hashtag replay and also let us know where you're joining us from. We have people from all over the world.
Yes.
And we absolutely love seeing you guys and showing up to provide value for you. And I hope that you guys appreciate it as much as we appreciate you.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we just want to make sure that we give a shout out to those that are watching us on YouTube, those of you that are watching us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, in the group, and on our page. Hello. I see you guys coming in. I see you drop the hearts, drop some diamonds. Just let us know you are in the house and that you are ready. So I know you're looking at this gentleman right here saying, who is that?
Yes.
Well, we are bringing to you Mr. Jerome Midgette, aka Rome. But we're not talking about Rome from Jerome from Martin. We're talking about Rome in the online space. So you're gonna learn a lot about him today, and we do hope that you are inspired as much as we are.
Absolutely.
All right. So you think it's time for us to get started? What you think?
Well, we can do a couple more house cleaning things before we get started.
Because I probably forgot something.
Just a couple things, that's why it's 2 of us, right?
That's right.
Look above, guys. See this link right above you that says streamyard.com/Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, depending on where you're watching us from. Click on that link, and that's going to give StreamYard and that platform to work together. We'll be able to see your beautiful face and your profile name pop up with your messages, and we absolutely love that.
Other than that, I think we're ready to rock and roll and get one more.
What is it? Here it is. My bad. It's over here. There's a bell. There's a bell right here.
That's right. Because you gotta know when we're live. You
want to hit that notification bell.
Yeah, I think it's over there.
Here it is. That notification bell, guys, and it will let you guys know every time that we go live, right? So that you guys don't have to miss out. Even if you're going to be catching the replay, at least you know that we were live, right? So I think that's it. Let's get it started. Let's. So y'all know we will definitely give you guys a show. And Jerome right here, let me tell you, we met this young man a year ago, maybe
about a year
2 years ago.
Got a chance to hang out and be more.
I'm like, see, they went to be more without me. You know what I mean? That's how they do you. But it's all good. We won't talk about that. Yes. And so, Jerome has become somebody that we can definitely call. And the thing about being online and building relationships with people is you do have the ability to collaborate with people. Like we tell you guys all the time.
All the time.
Yes. When Jerome knows something good, Jerome calls us. Like, listen, girls, y'all ladies, y'all got to check this out. And when we need Jerome, the same thing. If we see something, we like, hey, Jerome.
And he'd be like, what you want? What you need? That's how it is.
So, guys, that's what you have to look forward to in your online journey, right? That's why we emphasize relationships and building relationships, because it helps you and it helps them, right? You guys collaborate and do so many more things that you couldn't do on your own.
Exactly.
Right. So you want to go ahead and introduce Jerome and I get it started?
Man, let me tell you, this brother got it going on. He's in the ministry. He is an author. He is a network marketer, an online marketer. He is a connector, a leader.
Yes.
So, guys.
Father and husband.
Right. All of that. Right.
Man, friend.
Has a loving wife. She's the bomb too. We met her. Yes. So yeah, family man, children, friends.
Definitely a great leader.
Yeah.
Definitely a great leader.
Absolutely.
And he prides himself on being a leader. And that is what we like to put in front of you guys. People that not only lead, but it's their passion, right? It's their passion to help others. Yes. And he definitely fits that. Exactly. And that's why we asked him to come on here, because we know that he's going to bring it.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
And
no doubt.
Right. His story is definitely going to inspire you guys. And that's what it's about. Make sure you take notes, because you guys are going to get some nuggets out of this, right? You know that every time somebody comes on here and tells their story, it's always something that you get out of it, right? So that's why we do it. We're gonna
do it.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess we're gonna get it started. I'll go ahead and start with that first question.
Start it off with the first question, and we're just gonna roll from there.
Yeah. All right, Rome. So the spotlight is about to be on you. We're gonna get it started. First question, right? The first question is a simple question that, of course, you can easily answer. We just want to know, how long have you been in the online industry?
Well, thank you, ladies, for having me on. You know, it's always a party when we get together.
You know it. You know it.
I just, just to answer that question, you know, I've been in the online space for, about 10 years, and in the network marketing industry for about 20 or 20 plus now. Yeah. but yeah, about 10 years on the online space.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what made you decide to get into the online industry? Yeah.
Well, when you talk about network marketing and having products and services and stuff like that, you could either, have a brick and mortar and, try to do it the old school way, when we used to invite people to come out to meetings and things, the pickup is a show up, that kind of stuff. Exactly. But when the internet came out, man, you have access to the world. So instead of having just a handful of people that you can, talk to in your local area, you got every area. There's the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's what made me really love the online space.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's definitely something that all of us saw. Like, man, I can go out here and I can just keep showing up on my own to different places, one at a time, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. Or I can get online and record some videos or make some posts and reach thousands of people at a time. Like, wait a minute.
Build my list.
Like, wait, what?
Drive traffic to my website?
What? Like, huh? Like, okay, and I don't have to waste gas. That was my thing, like driving traffic. Like, is that?
I remember one opportunity I was in, we used to drive to Jersey once a week.
Yes. I remember I used to be all over the place. I had a business partner. We'd be like, oh yeah, let's go to the Panhandle this weekend. We're going to set up at this event. And let me tell you, it was time consuming.
Very time consuming. Yeah.
And expensive.
That's right. That's right.
So what was your occupation, Jerome, before you got online? So what were you doing before you started working online?
Wow, that's a you know what? There's some long answers to that question. Okay.
Wonderful. All right.
I started out in the military. I was in the Army, and I was stationed in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I literally started network marketing at that time, at 19 years old, doing that on the side, being a soldier, full time, and doing my part-time business. But my part-time business was making me more money than the military. So I ended up getting out of the military, staying in Hawaii. Wow. And I had a little prepaid phone card business because, in Hawaii, they only had one long distance telephone company and everybody hated them. And so I started that, did very well in that. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
Oh yeah, but I did everything. Sales. I sold vacuum cleaners.
See, I'm trying to tell you, I've done the door-to-door thing too. That's why I'm like, wow. And I think that's what was so enticing about online. I'm like, instead of going door to door, I can literally be in people's houses without having to knock on the door. Like, ooh, that's for me.
That's my dogs.
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, we want to say thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's a great way to start, though. And then you found a need and filled it.
Yes.
That's all that we say. Find a need and fill it. And
every time. They all hated the service. That's that mutual bond. We bonded over our mutual hate of the company. We band together and we're like, whatever you doing wrong, we in.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did 5 years in the service, got out, and built a downline of over 12,000 people with a very simple product, long distance phone cards, prepaid phone cards before they actually became a big thing now. And man, we got that thing up to $500 a day, every single day, Monday through Sunday. And man, we were having so much fun. And then the company, of course, did their thing. But that got my appetite wet for online business and doing network marketing, which I believe I'm an advocate big time of network marketing, because a lot of people think that network marketing is, it's got a taboo, because some people got in here and, mistreated people and misrepresented stuff. And it put a bad taste in people's mouth. But during the pandemic, man, we made so much money. It was crazy. It was just unbelievable because you couldn't go nowhere.
That's right.
And I'm sure you ladies had that same experience.
Yeah, couldn't do nothing but stay in the house.
Yeah, you might as well.
You're like
going on the computer and get some work done.
Got a lot of content done, that's for sure. Like, oh well, what do we do? Let's jump on the computer.
Right. Let's get on that computer. And you know what? What I love about Success Made Simple is just the fact that you guys are just dropping gems. And it's some. I think that it should be widely distributed. All over the globe. More people need to hear what you guys are saying, because every time I was talking to Daria about something one day, man, and she was telling me she was doing it, I said, I'm going to do it too.
That's how it goes. Like, what? Bet. Me too.
Yeah. Might as well.
Our network marketing, so, in this industry, you get a chance to meet all kinds of people from everywhere. Yes. And you're able to, learn from them and gain from their strengths, and they gain from your strengths. And there's a saying that goes two are better than one, right? Everybody knows that, but for some reason in this industry, people just, I don't know, in America only, really, to me, because if you go overseas, it's like they love network marketing.
Yes,
because know what I mean? Because it's the one industry that raises your level.
Yeah,
And it helps you raise other people's level.
Yes, it forces you to become a leader. You want to be successful, you have no choice but to be a better version of you. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. Like, you definitely gonna show up. You definitely gonna show the best version of yourself. You definitely gonna be leading because you want to have a bunch of followers.
Exactly.
That's right. And it's not about the money. You can come over here and make a tremendous amount of money. I work, if I said this person's name, both of y'all know who this person is. She's a monster. She is something, $25,000 a week. Can you imagine that? That changes your life. But you know what? It wasn't that. It wasn't the fact that she's making $100,000 a month. It's her influence of how she's actually bringing so many people with her. Yeah. And that's the beauty and power of network marketing. And man, I'm a huge advocate of anything that's going to help get that message out there. You guys supply tools and tricks to the trade. You guys are just phenomenal.
Thank you.
You know, to your audience, right? Y'all need to hook up with these ladies, man, for real, on a serious basis, because they have the juice, and they're giving you gems every single time that they come on here, you know. And I don't want to make the interview about them because it's supposed to be about me, but I'm telling you, these ladies are absolutely phenomenal. And if you pay attention to what they're telling you and you implement those things in your online journey to success, oh man, I'm telling you, you're going to do extremely well. So, you know, big props and big shout out to you guys. I don't know how long y'all been doing it. I've been following you for a few, but I don't know how long y'all been doing it on this platform. But I just want to say, hey, y'all need to give it up for these ladies, man. I'm telling you straight up.
Oh, thank you guys out there. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we definitely do.
Yes, you better believe that. We appreciate you, Rome.
Yeah,
you know this,
Rome,
and you know this, man. So let's get back into it. We only have 4 more questions, so this will be my last question.
Mm-hmm.
So we know when you first came into the online space that you had some challenges. Everybody have challenges when they first come on, because we just wet behind the ears, right? It's something new to us. So tell us what type of challenges you had when you first got started online.
Oh man, that's a great question. When I first got started online, the very first thing is, what do I do? How do I get influence? Because, you know, the online space is all about making those connections and getting influence and attracting the right people.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest challenge. Like, how do I attract people to come and check me out and hear my message, so I can put my message in front of them? Because if you don't have your messaging correct, then, you know, you're going to struggle, right? So that was my big challenge. How do I define my message, and then how do I attract people to that message?
Yeah.
So that was my big deal. And in fact, I think that's how me and Daria met. We met we had this system, and she's got her own system that she's developed, you know, from that, and a couple other different experts that poured into her life.
Mm-hmm.
But that system is what really got me to really understand how attraction marketing works.
Yeah.
And that's what got me over the hump of being frustrated in network marketing and online, affiliate marketing.
Yes.
Yeah, you said something, you know, that influence. That's so important. People don't think about that. You know, they jump on, they get their link, and they just throwing their links out, hoping that somebody will land on it.
Post and pray.
And it's really all about influence, because people go, oh, you know, network marketing, you know, it's only the people on the top that make the money. It's the people that have the influence that make the money. Because when they jump in a program and they can just call up, hey, Bob, hey, Sue, hey, Janet, hey, Tikeja, come on over here. Come check this out.
Yes.
This is where I'm at now. And they can come in there 20 deep, 25, 30, 50 deep.
Right.
Because of the influence, the trust. And people have to realize that it takes time. You know,
it does.
And that happens overnight. They just expect it to happen like that. And they go, oh no, it don't work. Did you apply the principles?
Oh,
yeah, you got to put the time in. You got to. It's sort of like building a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have the walls and the roof up before you put the foundation down. You know, so you have to employ different skills and a skill set that understands that, hey, I need to start building my foundation. You know, or if I'm a farmer, some people, you know, understand this principle. You got to plow the ground first. And then you don't just go out there and just throw seeds out there. You plow the ground. You have to plow the ground first. Get the rocks out of there, get the weeds out of there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you got your rows correct. And then you have to understand, what am I planting? What's my seed? I got to put my seed in this ground now.
Yes.
You know, and that's part of that messaging, you know, making sure that your messaging is correct. Make sure that, and here's the other thing that you definitely want to pay attention to, and you guys, I'm gonna tell you, that's why I just love y'all, man. Y'all bring the heat. You have to be able to make sure that everything is congruent. You know, everything is congruent with your message. Yeah. Like you can't be like having your hat turned backwards and you know, smoking weed. You know what I mean? You can't have like, you know, all this garbage on your personal page, and then yet I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a businessman.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. So your messaging has to be correct and flow so that people can see what you are and who you are. And that's what attracts people to you. They want to know who you are.
Attract.
That is so true. That
is
so true.
That's the name of the game.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. You better believe it.
What are your thoughts around mindset?
Say that one more time.
What are your thoughts around mindset? Like doing professional development, you know, doing mindset. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my goodness. You know, I look at mindset like, you know, I worked in corporate America also for 14 years, right? And I was a senior technical coordinator. So I dealt with computers all day long. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And so the one thing when it comes to mindset, I always look at it like good information in, good results come out.
Yes.
Ooh, I like
so the mindset is extremely important, because if you're trying to achieve on a high level, you can't do that if your head's not straight.
That's right.
Exactly.
Right. So if your mind is not right, and even when you're dealing with like people, like in the network marketing industry, we deal with people, you know, pretty consistently.
Yes.
I never want to present, you know, Romy Rome like Romy Rome used to be.
Exactly. Right. The street Romy Rome is not professional Romy Rome.
That ain't gonna work. So what I need to do is I need to find myself some gurus and people who have achieved a level of success and kind of emulate their thought process. You know, that information in, you know, getting that information in that helps me to become better than I used to be, taking me to a level of professionalism that I didn't have. You know, because mindset is a skill set as well.
Yes. Yes.
That is so important.
The most important. If, you know,
that's right.
Skill set, because if your mind isn't there, that's the issue, because you're telling yourself all this junk in, junk out.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing. Just like you said, you have to have a strong mindset and a good mindset. And of course, you definitely want to start your day out, right? With
working on yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, affirming, being thankful, reading something that's going to teach you something.
That's right.
Then when you get ready to do your content, all this stuff will just flow, because every day you're constantly feeding yourself.
Started a day off right. Exactly. You started the day off right. So that's why we always say, even if you have a spouse that doesn't believe in you, a friend, your best friend doesn't believe in you, whoever doesn't believe in you, right? That's why it's so important to be mentally strong, especially if it's something you want.
That's right.
And I tell you guys all the time, if you wanted to work at McDonald's and flip burgers, you don't need your friend to come with you to work at McDonald's and flip burgers. Think of online the same way. If it's something you want to do, this is your journey, right? And it's so many tools and so much support out here. Oh my God. So much support. And that's why we say surround yourself with all of this positive energy. And that's what you will get. Positive energy in, positive energy out.
Right.
No, stop.
You know what though? You know, just to plus what you just said right there, which was so powerful, positive energy in, positive energy out. There's no excuses. Now you have Audible.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I heard something the other day that just blew my mind. This person said the top 5 people that influence your life, that you're around all the time, you'll emulate them, you'll become them, right? And he said, I didn't have anybody around me that I could look to for that support. So what I started doing is looking at Jim Rohn and Grant Cardone and Robbins and you know, this one and that one. He says, and I just built, you know, built a library of those voices and I let those influences get into my life.
Yes.
And that took me to another level. And that's what this, so just what you're saying, if you positive energy in, positive energy comes out. But
Absolutely.
you have to do that on purpose, and you can't allow people, nobody. If you want something, you got to allow other people out, negative energy out, positive energy in, and then positive comes out.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear what he said?
So. I hope so.
Purpose.
Yes.
Right.
Intentional.
That's right.
Intentionality.
Everything you do must be intentional.
Yep.
Right. And that's why they say when you start to become a leader, you'll know, because you'll start thinking before you say stuff. Right. Because Lord knows Daria and I, it's one of those things, even if you can control your mouth, sometimes you can't control your face, or sometimes you can't control your body language. Right. When you start becoming a leader, you start paying attention.
You're conscious of all
right.
That stuff.
You're like, okay, am I making a face like you sound like you saying something stupid? Do I have a face like, yeah, keep talking, I'm interested in what you're saying? Like, you have to start looking in the mirror. Like, what face do I make when people say certain things? Be like, oh, that's what I do.
I know. It's true.
Yeah. And it's good to have somebody in the business with you that you are not afraid to critique you. Right? Because so many times people feel like they're doing something wrong, but they're afraid of having somebody critique them. Half of the time it's because the people that you're used to criticizing you, and it's not the same thing. Right? It's not the same thing.
No.
That's why you find somebody in the industry, right? And you have them to critique you.
Right. They understand.
Yeah. And you'll know if somebody criticizing you or critiquing you. When somebody is critiquing you, it starts off positive, telling you all the things you're doing right. And then it leads into what you can be doing better. Right.
Improvement.
When somebody
improve upon.
Exactly. Yes. When somebody criticizing you, they only saying negative. Right? Don't do this. Oh, why you do this? Why da.
You should have did that. I don't understand.
Right.
Yes.
And blah, blah, blah.
So that's why you get somebody
you feeling like this afterwards.
Right? That's why you find somebody in the industry, right? Because we're in this with you every single day. Nobody knows what it's like to be online in your home, in your room or office, but other people that do the same thing, right? Because Daria and I, we business partners, but the people outside of us, they don't know what we do, right?
Sure
Even
don't.
Our friends, our family members, all they know is y'all and Daria always on that computer. Y'all always on a Zoom. Y'all be doing this. Y'all, they have no idea what we do.
That's
right.
They see,
and that's typical in this industry. I don't care if you're making $1 million a year. And you tell people what you do, they just don't understand because it's not a 9 to 5.
Right.
And most people only understand that. Even when you're making $1 million, they still don't understand why you don't have a real job. So stick to people that know what it is we do and understand what we do, because those are the people that'll critique you and leave criticism in the wind.
One of my mentors, when I was first getting started, was worth $200 million. And he said something in a millionaire workshop that stuck with me, for the rest of my life. He said, only accept criticism from those who have what you want, because if they have what you want and you do what they do, you'll get the same or better results.
Yes, that's right.
So the criticism is necessary for your growth. But the criticism has to come from someone who already is where you want to go.
Exactly.
So it's sort of like if a person never ever tasted vanilla ice cream, and then they tell you, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't taste that. That stuff tastes terrible. Well, my question is, have you ever tasted it before? And if you haven't tasted it before, then thank you for your observation, but I'm gonna have to stage left that, I'm gonna have to file 13 that, because you haven't been there,
Exactly.
And that's the cool thing about network marketing. There's so many gurus out there. I mean, good people that are really sharp, really solid, that have the results, and you just have to connect yourself with people who are going places. That's why it's important that, you guys, the audience, I'm telling you, they got the juice. Success made simple. Success made simple. If you just, even in the name, success made simple. And all you have to do is simply show up every time they stream, every time they bring somebody on, support, mad support for them. And one thing about being a leader is you got to be humble. Yeah. And you have to humble yourself and realize you don't know everything.
Nope. Nobody
have all the answers. You don't know everything. But one thing I can do is I can take the knowledge that I receive from other people who are skilled at things that I'm not skilled at, and partner with them, connect with them to get what they know so that I can learn and apply that to my journey. And that's just success made simple, baby.
Absolutely. Online success made simple. You better believe it, baby. Just like it says right here. We absolutely love coming on and sharing with you guys, supporting you guys
every week.
Oh my goodness.
Every week.
Teaching you guys. We live for this.
Yeah.
Right.
We sitting down thinking, okay, what we're going to teach them next week? Who we going to expose to them next week? We do.
We love doing the research, because a lot of times we'll say a subject and you guys are interested in it. We're like, well, let's learn more about it, because we know about the subject, but we're like, let's go even more in depth. Let's do some research, right? We love it. We're like, this gives us a chance to expand our knowledge. Yes. So we absolutely love you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. And we appreciate you, Romy Rome.
You know that. No doubt about it. No doubt it.
No.
All right. Well, I have a question here. And when I ask this question, guys, you know what it's going to be. And you know that Rome is going to bring it.
Always the same question, right?
Always the same question. Look. All right. So here we go. So Rome, if you lost everything today except your cell phone and your laptop, you got 30 days to make an income, make some money, because you broke.
And the bills ain't stopping.
That's right.
What would you do?
Oh, man. That's amazing. The very, very first thing that I would do is reach out to all of my contacts, everybody. There's something called a phone dump.
Yes.
Love it.
Dump every single person on my list and make those phone calls. Reconnect with the people that helped me get to where I am before. If I lost everything, I know the first people to call right now.
That's right.
My top 10,
That's right.
I can call them anytime and be like, hey, this is what I'm getting ready to do. Hey, let's get on this call. Let's get some people on this call. Let's go ahead and chop it up. Let's build this thing. Let's go. You know what I mean? So if all I had was just my cell phone, as long as I got my contacts, I'm all right.
Yes, that's right. Your contact's still in there. You good. He know what to do. He's like, day one. I already know what I'm doing. I'm going to come back on top day one. I'm going to reach out to the people that I've already collaborated with, because I've already taken the time to build relationships with several people. Yes. All I have to do is communicate with them.
Reach out.
Right? Because the relationship
it moved.
Okay, it moved.
Yeah, we're like, here. I got a phone call.
The screen changed on us, Rome, and we were like,
all right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, it's technology, and and it's all good. We family.
You know it. I was like, what? So yes, it's absolutely amazing when you have that relationship with people that are in this industry and you have collaborated with them in several businesses, because a lot of times that's exactly what this is, and that's how we know so many people, right? 9 times out of 10 we bring somebody on, we've been in a business with them, right? Yes. We've made money with these people.
Exactly.
Right. That's why we bring them on. We know what you're doing. We've done it with you. Mm-hmm. Come on. And we're going to interview you. Right. So we can teach our audience And the purpose that we do it is because if you notice, everybody we interview comes from a different background. And that's why we do it. We want you to look at these interviews and be like, dang, this person said that if they wasn't doing this, they would have been a street pharmacist, right? This person said if they was, we have people come on here all the time and say crazy, all kind of stuff. If this person said if they wasn't doing this, they would have been a nurse. If this person wasn't doing this, they probably would have been a stay-at-home mom or a doctor or this. So it's always interesting to know, like, dang, that's what this person would have been doing if they didn't have the courage to get out here, right? Because of course we tell you guys it takes courage. And you have the courage in you. And you know what promotes courage? Consistency.
That's right.
Yeah, you gotta be
keep showing up
even if you don't know what you're doing.
Yes, because one day you're gonna be like, oh,
okay,
I got this.
Got this now.
Yes.
Yes. Because you kept
I
going.
Got this, right?
Even though it wasn't making sense, you kept going.
That's right.
Yeah, I also would like to add, because Jerome said something that we've been sharing with you for, I don't know, from pretty much day one. You got to consistently build relationships. You have to. You just never know.
That's right.
What may come about, and you'll have, those 10 people that you can call.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. So you always building relationships. You're building your list. This is something you should be dealing with. You should be doing every single day.
Right.
This is how these people are able to join companies and have a huge following right behind them. Build a downline like within days. Boom.
That's right.
Because they're calling their people up. They're not throwing a post out and hoping that somebody, clicks on it. They're being intentional and making phone calls and dropping a link and providing a space for them to come check it out.
Yes.
Whether they're doing it themselves or they already have somebody that's doing it, but they're already leading them to the space to take a look. And these people already trust you.
Yes.
Right? So it's not like, well, I don't know, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, let me check it out. It may be for them, but it may not be. But the thing is, they'll take a look. Because of the relationship.
And that's so key what you just said right there, because your network is your net worth. So if you have if you have people that trust you, they know you, they respect you, because one of the big things when it comes to building that network is integrity. If you have integrity, your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something, you do it.
Yes.
If you carry your professionalism throughout everything that you do, and people respect that, and they see that you really are, the person that you say you are. And again, it goes back to that messaging. That messaging has to be congruent. You go to my page, you go to Romy Rome's page, you ain't gonna see nothing that's not uplifting, that's positive, that's moving people, making people, giving value to people, blessing people, and I say it all the time, blessings. I say that all the time because people respect that. They respect, they need it. It's like water, you know what I mean? You need water, right?
Need it.
You gotta have water. You can live without food for a while, but you gotta have some water. So, that integrity and consistency and, supporting other people, thinking more highly of other people than you do yourself, staying humble, even after you get to the place where you making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever, being humble and being able to understand that, listen, my humility doesn't make me think, think less of myself. What that humility does is it makes me think less than what I'm better than what I am, but I'm lessening myself to make sure that I'm giving something to you, pouring into your life, making it about you and not about Romy Rome,
Right.
So,
absolutely. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. You guys are just amazing. I appreciate, being on. I know that we were supposed to go for 30 minutes, but you guys are just amazing.
We got one more question.
Okay.
It's not even a question. But yep, and then we're gonna end this thing.
Yes. Indeed.
One more thing. You said something about giving value. When they come over to your page, they receive value. You're always uplifting.
Yes.
Right? Cool. This is what I ask. Can you share with our audience one practice that they can do to increase their personal power?
That's one.
First, the one thing.
Yes.
Oh man, brothers and sisters, the one thing that you can do to increase your personal power is to believe in yourself. Believe that you can. Believe.
Did you hear
believe
that?
That you can. And here's the thing. Believe that you can, because you know that if somebody else did it, I can go do it.
Amen. Say it again, Romy. That's what made me know. Like, look at all these people out here.
And
it's obviously not a fluke. Right? Like, come on.
There's too many people. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
That's right.
Like, what am I doing wrong? Let me reach out and find out what I can be doing better. Because obviously what I'm doing is not working. So I need to reach out to people who I know is working for. Exactly. And so they can help me get to where they are.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about.
That's right.
And you'll find that most leaders are open, right?
Very open.
Very open. Like, oh yeah, I got 5 minutes. What's up?
Yep. Very open.
Yes. Don't be afraid. Fear. What do we say? Fear is the killer. Faith over fear. Right? Every time. Faith over fear.
Fear. Evidence appearing real.
I'm telling you.
Just get out there and do it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I say.
Yes.
That's what we say.
That's what we say. Boop. But yes, oh my God, Jerome, thank you so much.
You
oh my goodness,
coming,
guys. Oh my God. I hope that you guys have received so much value. Put some hearts and some diamonds in the chat if you guys receive value today. And of course, if you have some questions, make sure you put them down below in the chat. What? And of course, we're going to make sure Jerome gets those questions. We can get all your questions answered, guys. And of course, we're going to have Jerome back.
Yes, for a training. Yes. He'll be coming back soon.
Because he's so knowledgeable that we had to have him to come back and teach us some of the skills that he has, right? And we know that he has some phenomenal skills. And he's willing to take the time, guys, and share his experience and his skills with us. Yes. Right? So we'll be back next week talking about list building. I know you guys are ready for that. So next Tuesday is all about list building. And as you guys know, list building encompasses a lot. So be prepared to take notes.
We'll probably be doing it in little chunks so you guys can get it, because list building
it'll probably be a 3-part thing, right?
It's a huge subject, and we want to bring it from the beginning all the way to the end so you guys can understand it.
So next Tuesday, list building. Thank you, Romy. Thank you guys in the audience. We appreciate you guys each and every Tuesday for showing up and showing out. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.